Hello, Melody. So it's been far too long since I've actually put out a video. I don't really have a good excuse for that. At the time, it felt like, I'm going to be seeing you in the next few days or within a week or yesterday, actually. But I don't think that's a good reason to not post a video because this is something we decided to do regularly within a time. So that's not okay, and I'm not going to be procrastinating as much on videos in the future. I think I can manage that. But, so what's going on right now is I have finals this week. First one is on Monday, actually. And like always, it feels like the entire past semester has been leading up to this, and now I've got to not mess it up, which I'm hoping I managed to do. Now, one thing that is kind of nice about where I'm going to college is I don't actually have a ton of finals. I actually have 3 this semester, which is more than I've had in the past, because a lot of the times, instead of having like one test that you do, you're displaying a project or something. So it's like a final, but it's feels a little bit easier. You're presenting something that you've worked on through the whole semester instead of taking an end-all be-all test. So I think that's a little bit easier when it's done that way. But I have 3 of such tests this semester, so great. Other than that, yesterday was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed going and seeing Night Vale's All Hail with you and 2 friends. That was so cool. I'm not even sure what to say about it. I think what I can say is probably one of my favorite parts was the way that they used bass to just kind of vibrate the whole theater, and it just gave such this powerful feeling to it. That was really cool. Probably my favorite part was the use of that effect. They're really good at sound design and designing an experience to make it feel really weird, which is what Night Vale is pretty great at. So just thank you to our mutual friend who, gave me a ticket at the last minute. That was really cool because she had an extra and someone else couldn't go. I was really happy to be able to go see that. And before that, I think the past few weeks have been really weird for me. They didn't quite fit into the normal schedule that I'm used to. I was doing a lot more traveling, going home, seeing people, seeing you, and that always feels a bit out of the ordinary, and it kind of broke a few habits that I was into. For several weeks I was baking bread every single weekend, but then when I wasn't actually home for a weekend, I kind of stopped doing that. Now I want to get back into it. Just have to basically put the time in. Now that I think about it, I'm probably going to go feed some sourdough starter right after I finish this video. And then I will bake bread today and also probably go hang out with some friends. I'll send you a picture of the bread when it's done. Other things that I'm going to do of finally actually sending you. In the description of this video, I can point now, that's a thing. In the description of this video is going to be a link where you can play that game that I showcased multiple episodes, is this episodic, ago. The one where you're a square and you jump. It's called Square Jump. Okay, then you'll actually be able to play it, and you can entertain yourself for approximately 30 seconds. Congratulations. Also, in terms of other things related to previous videos, I figured out what the actual numbers are that get you a decent result for when you're tossing in, for when you're trying to figure out, what the mass of the Earth is based on, an orbiting body, its radius, and the time it takes to go around. What's also really interesting is this is the actual, or one of the methods that they use to measure massive stellar objects, because it doesn't really make any sense to talk about the weight of the Earth, because it doesn't really have a weight, because it needs some kind of gravitational reference point to have a weight. You can only really talk about the mass of the Earth. Okay, so here is the probably slightly disappointing, long-awaited video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll probably see you a lot sooner than 2 weeks, since you've told me that you have some plans for what you're going to do. I'll have to start thinking about what I'm going to do for the next video right now. That'll be fun.